Hey everybody, just here to give you your weekly update, some things going on at North City, so you can stay up to date with what's going on. First of all, we got another dinner church coming up the 25th. Really hope you can come. It'll be a fun time out in the park. Hopefully the weather's good. I'm sure the food will be great. It's also a chance for us to celebrate Adobe, who is transitioning out of her role at North City. If you didn't get the update on that, check your communications from last week, but it'd be a great time for you to come and show your appreciation to her and all that she's invested in North City. Here's what you need to know this week. I would love to hear from you on something. So we are midway this summer through our summer experiment of being a dinner church, a table-centric church, and I want to hear how it's going for you. And I want to gain some of your perspective on how North City more permanently and in the future responds to this call that God has on our life. So I've constructed a way for you to do that with the Table Church Task Force team. There's a link in this description to a short survey. Just will take you a few minutes for you to express some of your prayerful thoughts on where we're headed as a church. I know many of you have done that informally, but this is a great way for us to just capture, get a pulse of how you feel like God's leading us, which is really important to us because we think God is leading us together, not just speaking to me or speaking to a team, but to speaking to all of us. And part of the work is to discern what the Holy Spirit's saying in our midst. So take some moments this week, if you could, to fill that out, because we've got some decisions to make and we'd love for you to inform those decisions. Also want to put on your radar, August 15th, we are having an all-church gathering. I'm still nailing down some details on that about the where and when, or the where. I'm shooting for 5 p.m. for that. So if you just want to mark your calendar, that'll be a great space to hear some of the outcomes or keep processing some of the things that we're deciding as a church that we're leaning into. A couple more things to put on your radar. Next Wednesday, really exciting opportunity. We have a worship night that we're collaborating with Mill City, with Aspen Covenant on, and it'll be a great time right at Brookdale Covenant Church. There'll be plenty of space there to have a really meaningful time. So this is a dedicated worship night. I know for us, it's really meaningful in North City because our worship has looked different this summer as we've leaned into these community dinners. And if you've been craving that sort of more sacred worship space of congregational worship, we're designing this night for you to have that space. So please come if you can. Wednesday, I believe it starts at 7:30 at Brookdale, Wednesday the 28th. I think we're going to try to have more of them too, so keep your eyes open for that, but don't miss this opportunity if you've been craving that this summer. A couple more things to throw on your radar. If you've been a part of the discipleship table for guys, or even if you haven't, if you want to come, we're trying to have another sort of informal hangout event. There is a Vikings. I don't know who the Vikings are. They're some I think they play football or something. I'm sorry. That was bad. There's a Vikings preseason game. They're playing the football Broncos from Denver, and we would like to grab some tickets and go. I believe that's August 14th. Steve is our guy. Steve Andrikaitis is organizing that, so reach out to him if you're interested. We're just trying to gauge guys' interest in going to that. So hey, if there's more events going on that I have forgotten about in this moment, I will put them in the description, or make sure that you're subscribed to our MailChimp that goes out weekly. It's important to stay tuned with what's going on so you can plug in and participate. Those are your announcements for this week. See you Sunday if you can join us. Later.